Hey guys, this is Lee Smith here in the Career Center again. Thank you for coming back for a second week. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, some of the things that we're going to talk about today is Handshake. All right, it's one of the big things that we're going to talk about. Just more so an introduction to Handshake, what Handshake can be used for, and all of that. So, some of the key bullet points that we're going to go into: uploading a resume, updating profile, making an appointment, and finding a job. Okay, so those are some of the things that we're going to kind of go into so far as for your handshake appointment. All right, so starting off. So you go to Handshake, go to My Wofford. From My Wofford, it'll lead you straight into Handshake. You see it in the tab. So if we want to follow that, say for instance you don't know how to get to this screen, because this screen is the opening screen. So let's type in right. So let's click everything in, and it's right here, guys. So as soon as you click on that, it's going to carry you straight to Handshake. Okay. So that's going to get you at least to the screen. Now, if you have not made a profile with Handshake, there is a couple of questions that you will have to answer. Going through those questions, it's going to carry you to your interests and why that's important. So, say for instance, I love media, I love marketing. So a lot of my profile is set on more of the marketing and media aspect. So a lot of my interests are going to go to there. So, say for instance, you're in accounting, then you need to make sure that all your interests are pointing towards accounting. Say, for instance, you are in, the more so art spectrum. So a lot of your things need to point straight towards the arts. So what your interest points to is that's what Handshake's going to show you the most when it's pushing material to you. But say for instance you are a first year student and hey, I just want to keep my stuff as open as possible. I'm still trying to figure out life. That's totally fine, guys. What you can do is just leave it as open as possible. And it's just going to give you different options that's available. So if you want more options, then leave it as unselected as possible. All right. So what we're going to go into first, so far as with the profile, make sure you click here, right here in your photo or this circle tab, since you're not going to have a photo if you haven't set it up. Go to my profile. All right, going right into my profile. Now, if I was a first year student or, a senior, junior, you want to make sure that your resume is as detailed as possible. Okay, you want to make sure that you have 100% on your profile and that is visible to the employer. So first things first is making sure that you have a decent photo here. Photo of your head, photo of you smiling, something in that spirit. No photo with the solo drink cup, anything like that. You want to make sure that that's the first thing. So I use this introductory portion kind of as a slight pitch for my journey. So when someone's checking out my profile, hey, this is what I do. This is kind of what I follow to. This is what I love to do. Education component is already going to be kind of ported over from Wofford anyway, so you really don't have to really worry about that. But if you went to so far as a tech school or you're a transfer student or anything like that, you can easily go in here and add school right there. Easy. Now for work experience, of course, I have my Wofford experience here. I don't have any of my other jobs listed. Just gonna work off this one, but I'm gonna show you what you can do to kind of add jobs quickly from here. So you go down bullet points, make sure all your bullet points are strong. That's why we went over the handshake with the resume component last week, so we can kind of pour over and utilize this. So you can easily kind of change a lot of this stuff as well. Make sure if you're still currently working there, put that current position and all of that, and just list out your bullet points. Easy. You can make them yourself. All right. so far as organizations, we always, ask the students, hey, join 3 to 4, 2 to 3 organizations. So I just placed one organization here, and just listed that so far as if I was a student. Now, if you have courses or key courses, say for instance, you're in accounting, we're going to make sure that you can kind of place those key courses and some of the things that you've learned in those key courses, because that can help out with employers, especially know what you're already involved with and what you've taken. All right, now projects. This is where you juniors and seniors can shine so far as with either your capstone component or different projects, or if you've been including any magazines, any art galleries, anything like that. All of that can go right here. So I just placed one of my publications in here. I was a creator. It's the link to the publication. They can click on that. It lists them, straight to where they need to go. Okay. Now, skills and organizations. Oh wow! So I didn't even know a couple people viewed my profile. Um, so skills. So you want to make sure that you list the skills, because when employers are listing what they're looking for, and we're going to show that, these skills are going to pop up. So you want to make sure that those skills are included, especially if those employers are looking for the skills, and also if there are hard skills that you need for that specific job, make sure that they're listed. Say, for instance, you're going to accounting again. Hey, for accounting, you know how to work at sales. So if sales not in there, you may not, find listing or listing for some of those jobs. And I'm going to show you how that's going to populate. Well, you see the listings, but it would say that, you shouldn't apply based on skills. So I'm going to show that now. Uploading a resume. You can go right here, manage documents, and you can upload your resume, cover letter, all those documents here. And the great thing about that, this resume is gonna look different. It's more so by, media acting resumes is a little bit different, or more theater background. So you can click on that. And the great thing about it, you can actually build from your resume. So if you want to build, boom. It's going to give you all of these options to go ahead to add to your resume. Of course, you still have to go back and place your bullet points. And some bullet points may still already be there, but you may want to go back and just look at those and fix them just in case. Then you just, once it's approved, you like everything you're seeing, hey, approve. Okay? Easy. All right. So, all right, let's go to the top. Back to the beginning. Now, let's say, for instance, you are looking for a job. All right, click right in here in jobs. And I'm going to click on something that's out of the field for me, so you can kind of see what I was talking about in publications. Now, when you're listing, so this is what I meant so far as skills and making sure everything matches up. So say for instance, right now I don't have the GPA, my GPA is not listed, my school year is not listed, major is not listed. So some of those qualifications, so far as preferences that jobs are looking for, are going to show up on your profile. So you want to make sure that it's as accurate as possible, because it's automatically the candidate is like, hey, well, you don't have some basic qualifications even for this job. So why are you applying? So that's why you want to make sure that those things are listed, especially in the skills component as well. So same thing if I was to go to, accounting jobs. Definitely. Well, here we go. The major was listed. All right, so, all right. So this is kind of where you can kind of look for a job, guys. Also internships and on-campus jobs. So right now, say for instance, I'm gonna look for something that's on campus. I'm gonna type in Wofford. right there. Type in Wofford, what's on campus. Wow, there's something in Career Center already, so far as with the survey intern. So you can apply for this information. Okay. Now, say for instance, I'm looking for more of an internship. So that's clicking in Wofford, or say I'm looking for something in Atlanta. Internships filtered out. So showing me internships in Atlanta. And let's try the Big Apple. New York. Internships, same idea. And you can do this same thing for full-time job as well, or part-time job, right? So that's jobs. Now, next big thing, events. So here are some of the events that we have on campus and involved with Handshake that you can already apply for right now. All of them are Zoom based, so that actually works out. And hey, if you want to come back for even more questions, come right here to the Career Center. So say for instance, I want to go here, I want to actually come to this event, come to this event. Events currently closed. This opens up on Wednesday so far as applying. So you apply for it and all of that, and you're in it. Right. Last thing, so Career Center. So making an appointment, easy guys, just click on the Career Center, schedule appointment, boom. You can either schedule with any of us, make an appointment. It's going to send you a Zoom link, and then we can just schedule an appointment and talk about your profile in detail. So that's going to conclude our handshake session. I want to thank you all for just sticking it out with me, and hopefully I see you again next week. I think Mr. McPhail is coming next week, and I will be there the week after for LinkedIn. So tune in next week as well, and have an amazing semester and have an amazing